Jessa Duggar 7th baby DI *ed. Ben Sewald's tearful apology. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Jessa Sewald woke up that morning feeling an eerie silence in the air, a kind of quietness she couldn't explain. The house was still, children asleep, and her husband Ben whispering soft prayers at the edge of the bed. It was supposed to be a day of joy, the day their 7th child would enter the world. The contractions had started late in the evening before, mild but consistent. Jessa smiled faintly, thinking it was finally time. But deep inside, something felt different, colder, darker. She reached for Ben's hand. "Today's the day," he asked gently. She nodded, but her eyes were distant. Yet what none of them knew was that within the next 24 hours, the Duggar household would be shattered by something they had never imagined facing: the loss of a newborn child, a moment that would shake the very foundation of their faith, their unity, and their identity as a family always known for big smiles, big families, and unwavering belief. The complications begin as they made their way to the hospital. Jessa squeezed her belly gently, whispering, "Mama's here, sweetheart." Tears rolled down her cheek, not of happiness, but fear. She felt the baby wasn't moving as much as usual. During the ride, she kept pressing her palm over her stomach, waiting for a reassuring kick. Nothing came. Ben noticed her silence. "Honey, everything will be okay," he said softly, although his voice cracked. "God has brought us this far." Jessa didn't reply. At the hospital, nurses quickly took her vitals and performed an ultrasound. Usually, the monitor showed a strong heartbeat instantly. This time, the room slowly filled with tension. The nurse's eyes changed. Her expression stiffened, lips pressing together. "I just need to check another angle," she said quietly. Another angle. Another try. Another few seconds of unbearable silence. Then, 2 more nurses entered. Then the doctor. Ben stood frozen. Jessa clutched the bed sheets. The doctor placed a hand on her shoulder and whispered with compassion that felt like a dagger, "I am so sorry, there is no heartbeat." A mother's broken cry. The world collapsed. Jessa's scream echoed through the hall, raw, agonized, uncontainable. She cried as if her lungs couldn't hold the pain inside. Ben grabbed her, tears spilling uncontrollably. The nurses stepped back, giving them space. There was no comfort possible in that moment. No. "Please, no, Ben, say something. Is he wrong?" "Ben, he must be wrong," she cried, trembling. Ben, shattered yet trying to remain strong, kissed her forehead. I don't know, just I wish I could change this." That day, the couple who had proudly raised 6 beautiful children felt stripped of everything they believed about life, purpose, and even faith. Their 7th baby, a little boy they planned to name Micah James, had passed before entering the world. Emergency procedure and hospitalization. Though the baby had passed, Jessa still required emergency medical care due to internal complications. Her blood pressure dropped dangerously, and doctors immediately prepared her for surgery to prevent hemorrhaging. Ben was asked to step outside. He fell to his knees in the hallway. He prayed, "Lord, I never asked you for anything other than strength for our family, but please don't take her too." Meanwhile, inside the room, nurses were rushing around. Jessa could hear muffled voices as everything blurred. She didn't fight the surgery. She didn't cry anymore. She whispered one last thing before losing consciousness under anesthesia. "Tell my babies I'll be home soon, and tell him I'm sorry I couldn't protect him." The family receives the news. Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar were at home with several of the grandkids when the phone rang. The moment Michelle heard the trembling voice of their son-in-law, everything changed. Ben could barely speak. "She's in surgery, the baby didn't make it." The room went silent. Michelle sank into a chair, covering her mouth to hide the growing sob. Jim Bob closed his eyes, whispering, "Dear Lord, soon." The Duggar siblings began arriving one by one at the hospital. Joanna was first, holding onto Austin's arm. Jana drove Carrie in tears. Jill arrived quietly alongside her husband. Even if years had changed their relationship with the family, that day, all was forgotten. Tragedy brought them together. Jinger Duggar's silent reaction. Jessa Duggar, emotionally distant in recent years due to differing values and mental health struggles, sat silently in her living room in Los Angeles when she got the call. Jeremy placed an arm around her. "Should we go?" he asked gently. Jessa nodded slowly, then whispered, "She needs her sister." The children asked questions back in Arkansas. The Sewald kids asked their grandmother why mommy wasn't home yet. Little Spurgeon, the oldest, asked, "Is baby brother coming home today?" Michelle held back tears. "Your mommy is still at the hospital, sweetheart, but daddy said today is the day." Michelle hugged him tightly. "Yes, baby, today is the day, just not the way we thought." Surgery and recovery. Hours later, a doctor approached the family. "She's stable. She lost a lot of blood, but she's going to recover physically. Emotionally, that will take time." They allowed Ben to see her first. He walked into the dim room. Machines beeped softly. Jessa lay unconscious, pale, with tubes connected to her hands. Ben took her hand. "I'm so sorry, Jess." He broke down completely. Then Seewald's emotional apology when Jessa finally woke up late into the night. Her eyes opened slowly.
She didn't speak.
Tears streamed silently before she even consciously registered what had happened. Ben sat beside her and kissed her forehead. "I'm so sorry," he whispered. "I should have pushed harder when you said you didn't feel him kick yesterday. I thought everything was okay. I failed you." Jessa looked at him weakly. "You didn't fail me. We both wanted to believe everything was fine." She looked away. "But I failed our baby. No. Don't say that," Ben said firmly through tears. "You gave him everything you could. You loved him with all your heart. That's all a mother can do. Please don't blame yourself." But Jessa shut her eyes. Ben held her hand and said softly, voice shaking, "I've always told you that you're the strongest woman I know. And I still believe that. But right now it's okay to be broken. I'm broken too." The funeral decision the next day, Jim Bob sat with Ben quietly. "Son, do you want a burial ceremony?" Ben nodded. "Yes. He's our child. He deserves to be honored." The family agreed to a private burial in the backyard of the Duggar property where several family members had always dreamed their children would grow. A small white box, lined with soft blue fabric, held the body of little Micah James Seewald. Jessa didn't attend physically due to hospital restrictions, but she wrote a letter that Ben read. Jessa's letter to her son: "My sweet son, if love could have saved you, you would have lived forever. Mommy never got to hear your cry, never got to hold your tiny fingers, never got to see your eyes open, but I feel as though I've known you my whole life. I sang you lullabies in the night. I prayed over you every morning. I dreamed of who you would become. I will carry you in my heart for the rest of my life. You may not have taken a breath on earth, but you lived in me, and I promise, my son, you will live in us, in our love forever." The family wept as Ben read the letter. Michelle hugged him afterward and told him she loved that baby more than words. Michelle and Jill's support later in the evening. Michelle sat by Jessa's bedside at the hospital. "A mother, I wish I could take this pain from you," she whispered gently. Jessa looked at her. "You've lost two, haven't you?" Michelle nodded slowly. "Years ago, before anyone knew. You heal, but you never forget." She squeezed her hand. "You are not alone." Jill walked in as well and held Jessa's feet gently. "We don't agree on everything anymore, but you're my sister. I'm here for you." Jessa nodded silently. Ben's struggle with faith. 2 days later, after returning home, Ben found himself sitting alone at the dining table, staring at the empty high chair they had placed in anticipation of the new baby. He whispered to himself, "Why did you take him, God? Why give him to us if you were just going to take him?" He folded his hands and cried in silence for the first time alone. Just then, Jessa walked in, still fragile. She sat across from him. "Do you still believe?" she asked softly. Ben looked up slowly. "I don't know, I want to. But I'm angry am I?" Jessa admitted. "But I think belief isn't about never breaking. It's about believing even when everything inside you is shattered." Ben moved around and hugged her. The kids say goodbye. The night before the burial, Jessa was allowed home under supervision. The children gathered around her gently. "Mommy, is baby brother with Jesus now?" Ivy asked, holding her mother's hand. Jessa nodded slowly. "Yes, baby. He's in a beautiful place." Spurgeon looked at her, eyes wide with innocence. "Will he be waiting for us?" Jessa held him tight. "Yes, sweetheart, and until then, We'll keep him in our hearts. Final prayer and new beginning. The burial happened quietly, surrounded only by close family. Ben placed a small wooden cross over the resting spot and whispered, "I love you, son." Jessa sat in a wheelchair on the porch, watching from a distance, tears flowing silently as the wind blew gently across the property. Joanna approached her and placed a hand on her shoulder. "You're still a mother of 7, she said. "One is just waiting for you in heaven." Jessa nodded with a broken but meaningful smile. Life after loss. In the following weeks, Jessa and Ben attended grief counseling and began slowly returning to routine. The pain didn't fade, but they learned how to navigate it. They spoke openly about their experience to raise awareness for prenatal health and emotional healing. They didn't hide their tears from their children. They taught them that it's okay to grieve. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to heal slowly. Ben wrote on social media later, "Our son lived only within the womb, but he changed us more deeply than we could ever express. Through his silent life, he taught us the true meaning of love, hope, and surrender." The post went viral, and thousands of families shared their own stories of loss. Final emotional note for your video, ending as Jessa sat by the window one quiet night, looking at the stars. She whispered, "Good night, Micah. Till we meet again." She didn't know that at that very moment, Ben stood behind her silently and whispered the same words, because parents never stop talking to the children they have lost. They just start talking to them in silence. Duggar News. Anna Duggar is happily thriving while Josh rots in prison. Duggar News followers are watching how Anna Duggar is out here living her best life, while Josh Duggar continues to rot in prison. She is glowing, thriving, and moving forward like she finally dropped a 100-pound emotional backpack. The celeb's recent public appearance made it clear that she has finally moved on in her life. But that's not all. Apparently, Anna decided to change her appearance a bit, and she is looking like a completely different person now. Fans weren't able to believe their eyes as they couldn't recognize her at all. Is this true? What is this all about? What did she do? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy, because the tea is really hot. Duggar News. Anna Duggar has cut all ties with Josh. Josh Duggar was convicted of several severe crimes and had to go behind bars. But Duggar News followers saw the way Anna never really left his side. She used to visit him in prison and sent him money as well. But now it seems the tables have completely turned, as Anna has cut all ties with her husband. Several sources recently revealed that Josh claimed that he was broke behind bars. His paperwork stated that he wasn't receiving any funds from his family and friends and didn't have any source of income. This further added to the narrative that Anna and Josh weren't really connected to each other now. Duggar News. Anna Duggar is living her best life. Without Josh, Duggar News followers are watching Anna Duggar living a great life without her husband. She was recently spotted at a tea and juice bar in East Palatka, Florida, with all of her sisters. Viewers were quick to notice that Anna had completely changed her appearance. She decided to go for a hair makeover and opted for a gray blonde look this time. Anna twinned with her sisters while she flaunted her drink and posed for the cameras. Well, this wasn't the first time she made a public appearance after Josh's arrest. A few months back, the celeb attended an event in Arkansas. She wore a baggy sweater and jeans while she happily walked out of the event. On the other hand, it is evident that Anna is doing great when it comes to earning money. Anna is into breeding golden retrievers and sells them on social media. She further has several followers and often posts stories on Instagram. Amid all this, there have been many instances when viewers have gotten a glimpse of Anna's 7 kids and her house. Some insiders revealed that she was still homeschooling her kids, and they used to take part in local sports events as well. All of this made it clear that Josh's family has completely moved on after he went behind bars. They're happy in their lives and are enjoying as well. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. Keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers for more updates.